Hello again, welcome to another video from Show and
Inday.
Hope you're all keeping well. On the last video we covered the times that I first met Nympha and the proposal at Manila Airport. That's where we kind of left off then. So we thought this video, what we would do is to cover the next stage in the relationship, which is from when I arrived back in the UK after proposing up until the wedding.
Yeah.
So
the preparation of the wedding.
Yeah. So this one's going to cover coming back, what happened between going back again up until the wedding. So I arrived back in the UK safely in the October 2016.
Yeah.
And then the plans really started on preparing for the marriage. Before that, I thought it'd be a good idea if Nympha came to the UK just to see what it was like for her, whether she'd like it, because it's no real alternative to living in the country to know what it's like. So
especially we don't have the same weather.
Yeah, there's lots of differences.
Yeah, the culture.
It's hard to explain everything. It's better that the person sees it for themselves, because you might say one thing and then the other person, when they get here, they experience it in a different way. Everyone's got different requirements. They cope with things differently. And it's just better if that person sees it. So anyone who's thinking of getting married or anything like that, I think it's better if the spouse comes to the other country, because it was always the intention, which I made clear to Nympha as Inday as well, was that after we got married we would live in the UK. I think that's something I said to you.
Yeah. So what if, so you were thinking that you have to bring me here to let me experience if I will like staying here?
Yeah, that was the reason, because it would have been different if you'd really come to the UK and you found out that you couldn't live here. Yeah. We would then have had to come up with an alternative to it. But the idea was that you'd come here, at least have a chance to see family, friends over here as well.
Yeah.
And just to have a look around where you'd be living and if you could live there, really.
Yeah. So what happened?
So we booked some tickets again for you to, well, I flew over to you, didn't I? Yeah. I flew over I'd come back in October 2016, and then I flew out again in February 2017. That was just me flying. I went to Manila again and then flew from Manila to Dumaguete. This time I went with Emirates Airlines.
And during that time too, I was working in a hardware store, so I was able to ask for a 1 month leave. And since I was granted a 1 month leave, yeah, to try to experience UK.
Yes, so I went over in February, stayed again for about 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And then you flew back with me in the February and stayed until the 3rd week in March.
Yeah.
So you had about 4 weeks roughly, I would say, here in the UK. I thought 4 weeks, it's worth coming over for 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Because anything shorter than that probably wouldn't really get.
What visa did you apply for me, my dear, and coming here?
I think it was a
tourist visa. Yeah.
So you arrived. I thought it'd be good to come over here. Also, just to see the flight as well, experience how long it takes to fly.
Yeah.
Between the two countries, because obviously the intention was that we would also be going back every now and again, even if she was living in the UK. So I think, what did you think of the flight?
It was my first long flight so far. I did not expect that it was that long. more than, was it 12 hours flight?
Yeah, because we
But
came
yeah,
via Hong Kong on that one.
yeah. So it was a long flight. I was so tired, and then when we landed to Heathrow, the weather is not good. It was very cold.
Mm.
Flying from Philippines that is very hot, and then landed in Heathrow is very cold, and then I did not have any proper winter clothes that time, thinking that it will just be like I had a coat, but it's not really for winter here. So
I
I
don't
was
think
really
we
like,
couldn't buy them, could we? I think
no,
in the
no.
Philippines you can't really buy a heavy
Heavy coat.
coat.
Yeah, yeah. We went to. I even tried to go, buy a coat in Ukay, but it is not enough. When I arrived in Heathrow, it is not enough to keep me
Mm.
warm.
Yeah, they don't really do like really heavy coats over there because they
It
don't
was
need it.
really my
So you arrived here, and it was a cold.
bad
It was in
experience.
February, which UK weather can be bad, and it was
Yeah,
very cold as well. I think it was around freezing, wasn't it? I
yeah.
think 0 degrees. So you come from a country where there's like 32, 33 centigrade difference
Yeah,
to the UK.
yeah,
So, and you were tired as well, obviously,
yeah. I was.
after a long journey.
Yeah.
Um,
Then weather is.
we got through customs okay on that one, didn't we?
Yeah, a bad experience because that was my first time, and I was having my um, tourist visa, though I had all the requirements, but being interrogated in the immigration, UK immigration, I was, luckily I am just well informed of Dennis's details, his phone number. He asked me about uh, his address, home address here in UK, his phone number, and then later on was able to mention that then she was traveling with me. So that made her realize that, so he is with you. I said, yeah, where is he now? I said, just in the other queue, because he was in the uh, British citizen queue. So I was in the,
Yeah, we had
yeah, so
separated.
yeah,
I'd gone in the British
yeah.
passports, and you'd gone in the.
During the travel, there was a friend we met in Dubai. During the stopover, we met in Dubai, and then she was the one who was waiting for me. And she was also worried, looking at me being interrogated. It took a bit longer for them to finish all the questions, and then that friend of mine during the flight made a wave to Dennis that I was being asked lots of questions. So I'm glad that Dennis was able to come, because I said he was just there. I said, oh, so he is traveling with you? I said, yeah. So Dennis came over, and then I think the immigration was even apologetic for
Yeah,
here
he was
holding
very
me
nice
up.
even
Yeah,
when he was talking to you. But the friend, yeah, she was waving. I thought she was just waving at me,
yeah,
but she wanted me to come and
help me.
have a chat with the immigration or
Yeah,
whatever.
so
It was very nice. Yeah,
yeah,
I think they do worry about women leaving the Philippines, especially that they might be either trafficked,
human
yeah, or
trafficking.
they're going to disappear in that country. So
Yeah.
it can be quite difficult for women to get
Yeah.
out.
Though, yeah, even if I had the ticket back to Philippines, I have showed it to the immigration. They still like hesitant because they asked me how much money I have in my pocket, and I only have how much was that? 3,000 pesos, and it was in pesos. So you cannot believe I will have three pesos in my wallet. Then I will be in. They cannot believe even if I have the ticket going back to Philippines. So I'm glad that friend of mine waved to Dennis that I was really having a problem in the immigration. So, but the immigration was very apologetic. He even told me that I hope you will enjoy your
Yeah.
stay in UK. So
So
he was nice. He was just very cautious, maybe because
just doing his job.
yeah, his job.
He
Yeah,
has to make
so.
sure that people
But
are
yeah,
valid.
they are nice. I am just scared what will happen to me because I
It
was
can be
yeah,
because
that was my first time
yeah.
to travel abroad.
But it was easily resolved
Yeah.
anyway. That was probably better than
Yeah.
me going outside into the cold weather anyway. Because that was the
Yeah,
thing.
that's
Because it was
true,
quite a
yeah.
long journey to get from Heathrow even then to us.
Yeah.
It involved
Train.
coach. Yeah. Well, no, we got the coach actually from
Yeah,
Heathrow,
coach
didn't we?
from the
So we got
airport.
coach,
Then
train,
train.
coach from Heathrow to Cambridge, then the train from Cambridge to King's
King's
Lynn,
Lynn,
and then we got the bus from King's Lynn to our home.
so
it did take a long time.
yeah.
On the coach, it wasn't too bad, was it?
Yeah, it
I
was.
think you quite enjoyed the coach, maybe just looking at the
Yeah,
countryside.
yeah, because
It was nice and warm on there as well.
yeah, not freezing cold.
And then we got out at Cambridge, and it really was cold because it was raining, it was windy.
And then while waiting for the train, it was open, so there is nowhere to sit, even if we have a cup of tea.
Yeah. So we had a cup of tea anyway, which slightly warmed us up.
But
was cold even
it
for
was
me when I
open
came
in the train station, so
Yeah. So I think we might have had 2 cups of tea
yeah, just to keep us warm.
just to try and keep alive in England. So
yeah, that's it. So yeah,
eventually we
arrived.
got
Yeah,
here, didn't we?
got. Yeah, when
What was the first thing you did? I put the heating on.
Yeah,
That was
and
the first
then
thing I did.
I was really struggling already because I was really like feeling very cold. While then she put on the heating already, the
Central
radiator,
heating.
the
Yeah.
central heating, and the radiator is not really warm enough to keep. I really have to put my back on the.
She was hugging the radiator.
Oh my dear.
Yeah.
That was really.
It was. I felt so sorry for you as well
Yeah.
because it really was cold.
So, but yeah, at least I.
And I thought maybe she's going to just go straight back to the airport.
I cannot go back to the airport on my own.
Wanted to warm up first.
Yeah, but I was also excited, maybe, to meet your family. So
because we did all go for a meal as well.
yeah,
didn't we?
so
We met up for a meal, all the family.
Met Densho's family, the brother and the wife, my sister and his family and her family. So it was a very nice, very
one
nice.
of the nieces, but then you met
everyone in the family.
Yeah, we all gathered together, so that was really nice as well.
So it was very nice. So
that was a formal meal we had. I don't know whether we met any friends then as well. I don't know whether that was the time we went to London.
We went to London.
Did we go to London that time?
That time, my first visit. So we went to London and then have a meal with them.
With some friends that I used to work with in the last job. Yeah. It was quite nice, really, because everyone could meet Inday as well. So it gives a chance for her to meet everyone and then to see her as well. Because we knew that they wouldn't be able to come to the wedding itself. So
yeah, they cannot go. So
so that was quite nice.
So after that,
so you had so you were here for maybe 3.5, 4 weeks.
Yeah. You'd
had a chance then to warm up as well. I think we got you a heavier coat as well, didn't we?
Yeah.
I'm sure we got her a heavy coat. I noticed when you came to the UK at that time then, that what were your real thoughts about it? Apart from it being very cold, which people told you it would be, but it was still a shock to you, I think, the cold. But was there anything else you really found?
Like Marites people sitting around now.
Gossips.
Yeah, so here you can just see the houses in front of you, the side, but you cannot really see people sitting down in front of their houses making like having gossips or like making marites. Yeah.
But this is quite a good place, I think, for someone to settle in, maybe in the UK, because it is very quiet, it is very rural, which has pluses and minuses as well. But most of the population here are probably quite elderly as well, so you're not going to have the big numbers of people. It's not a developed area of England. So you were okay with this first time you came for the 3 or 4 weeks?
Yeah, I was very okay.
I guess missing home as well because you hadn't really
It's,
been away.
I think it is very
Oh.
common to Filipinos because Filipinos are closely knit family. So when they leave home, they will really have that homesick. They will miss this get together of families, even if it's not a very big party. But always being together, that's what really make us feel homesick. But yeah, I think we only feel Filipinos abroad. We only feel homesick if they will not feel like happy abroad if the people they are living with is not also like very welcoming or not nice to them. So be your family. I am just so lucky and blessed that you and your family, my dear, are very nice. They consider me as your family,
Of course.
and I can feel that I am really like a family, which is we cannot really see that in other and in all of the foreigners, like Filipinos married to foreigners. The way they treat me, their love, I really am blessed with the family, my dear. And your friends, even if they are only few, I know you only have few friends, but they are the best. They are the best, my dear. I'm really happy.
Do you think it was good that you came here though before the
Yeah,
marriage?
I think so.
I think it prepared you
Yeah.
as well. It gave you like a.
Yeah, like
You
like
knew what you'd be coming back to.
yeah, like if you did not bring me here and did not meet your family, and then you just when after our marriage and you brought me here, and then I found out that your family are not nice because I heard some other stories that the families of their husband, foreign husband, do not like them or do not treat them well. I think I will not be living here in UK. So that's what makes me feel like I am okay here in UK. Though I always miss my family um, in the
Of course.
Philippines, yeah. But yeah, that is really a bonus to have an in-laws who are very nice. So
So it
loving
was
and
useful,
caring,
yeah. It was useful.
Yeah.
It showed you really what it would be like, and it came at probably one of the coldest times of the year as well. So the next time you did come, it was warmer, and I thought, I'll be honest, I thought, well, if you can cope with February weather in March when it was freezing and even lower than that, wind, rain, and everything, I thought, well, if you can cope with that weather and you still haven't gone back, then you should be all right weather-wise with whatever happens.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, so it was a good idea. So basically, yeah, I'd come back, went back again to the Philippines, came back with Inday. She spent 3 or 4 weeks here.
And then we went
then
back
Inday went back to the Philippines on her own.
Dumaguete.
I then started to look for a job. We'll basically go into a lot of detail about what the wedding plans, how it was done, what requirements we had to do. There are quite a few requirements, depending on where you're going to get married and whether it's going to be a civil marriage or whether it's going to be in a church. And again, there's a lot of planning, but we can go into that on the next video maybe, rather than if you're still with us, thanks for staying with us as well, because we have gone on a little bit longer than we wanted on that subject, but we thought it was worthwhile because it is difficult going to another country for the first time, which is why I always stayed. When I went, first of all, I stayed 3 or 4 weeks. Each time I've been, it's always been at least 3 or 4 weeks, because if you go, it's a long way to go. Plus, if you're only going for a couple of weeks, are you really going to find out what it's like to be there?
Yeah.
And that's why I wanted to bring her here. So she coped with it wonderfully well, managed to see all the family here. So we'd all met each other's family.
Yeah, that's true.
And
we like each other's family.
And we did. Everyone's got on. Everyone's very welcoming. The Philippines are very welcoming to me as well. And I'm always grateful for that.
So now we're ready for
the next stage will be, Nympha's gone back. I'm on my own in the UK. So tune into the next video to find out all the wedding plans, how we did it. We'll try and go into the cost as well. I know we had a budget, but we'll cover that in the next one as well. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. put the notification bell on, and share the video if you want to share it. Other than that, hope you're all well, and it's bye from Densho.
And Inday.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, guys. God bless everyone.
Yeah, we appreciate you watching. So take care, everyone, and we'll catch you again soon. Bye for now.